Hi, my name is Adam Bergman. I'm a partner with the IRA Financial Group, president of the IRA Financial Trust Company. Today I want to discuss about solo 401k eligibility. Now this is a really important question. Get this question all the time from people who want to get into the solo 401k for a number of reasons. Obviously, I love the plan. I've written 2 books on the solo K. It's a great plan, probably the best plan for the self-employed. Whether you have a business that's a sole proprietor, LLC, corporation, partnership, the eligibility is key because you want to get into the solo K to take advantage of high contributions. 56,000 if you're under 50, 55,000 if you're over 50, under 50, and 61,000 if you're over 50 for 2018. 2017, 54,000 and 60,000 if you're over 50. 10 times the amount as the IRA. You can borrow up to $50,000 tax-free, penalty-free in a 5-year loan with a prime interest rate, which is generally around 4.25%, but it could go up as interest rates go up. You could make pre-tax or Roth contributions. You can open at a local bank, financial institution. You can do traditional investments as well as alternative asset investments, and you can do pre-tax, Roth, or even after-tax accounts. So you'll want to check out my video on the after-tax contributions as well. It's a really neat option in the solo 401k. But in order to take advantage of this and be the trustee of a plan in your own wonderful qualified retirement plan that you can open at a local bank, you need to be eligible. So how are you eligible for the solo K? This is important because a lot of people trying to fit into the solo K because they want to put away more than the IRA, they want to borrow against it, or they want to take advantage of the solo 401k exemption to non-recourse financing under 514c9. Because if they use an IRA to buy real estate and use leverage, they could be subject to unrelated business taxable income, which can go up to 39.6%. Whereas if they did a 401k, there's an exemption under 514c9. So I have a lot of real estate people trying to navigate into the solo K. Sometimes it's possible, sometimes it's not. So let's talk about eligibility. Number one, you got to have a business. It's obvious when you have a business, you would think, but not so obvious in some cases. Clearly, if you have a consulting business, a software developer, you're a lawyer, doctor, businessman, you own a store, you got a business. What about real estate people? Sometimes you got a business, sometimes you don't. What happens if you own one house and you rent it out? Is that a business? Could be, maybe it's not. It may depend where you file. If you file Schedule E as passive, probably not a business. If you're putting on Schedule C, you're probably treating it as a business. Maybe you shouldn't because you're paying Social Security and FICA on some of that rental income, but maybe you have a good tax reason for it. But the determination on how you're treating it will matter. If it's in an S Corp or C Corp, but you don't take W-2, maybe you don't have a business. So those are the things you'd have to look at. It's obvious in most cases, but in real estate, sometimes it's gray. Let's say you just have a piece of land and you're looking to sell it. Is that a business? Maybe it's just an investment. But clearly, if you own a commercial real estate building or you own 15 rental homes, you may treat that as a business. And you may be putting some management fees on Schedule C. So that's something we'd have to look at. But if you're not a business, you may not be able to do a solo K even if you really want it. So I have some real estate investors or clients that say, you know what, I own 15 homes. I'll take a management fee. I'll file some Schedule C. I will treat some of my income as Schedule C business income because I want to get into the solo 401k and defer some of that into the 401k, either pre-tax or Roth. So it is possible, even though you may be not treating your activities as a business today, you may be able to. So call us. We'll help you navigate these rules. Our CPAs are on site so they can help you work these things out if you want more information. Number 2 is you can't have any full-time employees. So 1099, if individuals are under 21, they don't count. 1099 are not treated as employees. You got to be careful if someone's 1099 or a W-2. IRS is really interested in this, and they will overly scrutinize this because obviously if someone's 1099, you're not withholding Social Security and FICA. So this is something that's pretty important to them. If you have control over them generally, they're an employee. There's all kinds of info on the IRS website about whether someone's an employee or an independent contractor. But if you got an independent contractor, they're not an employee. And in order to have a solo K, you need the business, and you have no full-time employees, which is someone who works over 1,000 hours, is over 21 years old in the United States, then you can do a solo K. Owners are not considered, so you can have 15 owners, so long as they own more than 10%. They can, and one of them earns W-2 or guaranteed payment or is treated as or earns self-employment income, or income from compensation of services, he or she, as an owner-only plan, could do a solo K. Even if you have 5 or 10 owners, just the person at issue needs to own at least 10% of the business to be considered an owner. There's no legal reason why that 10% is. I've seen it at 5% in some documents. It's just really that they want to keep the solo 401k simple, and if they don't want businesses with a lot of small partners to have to deal with the rules. So as long as you have owners, no full-time employees other than the owners and their spouses, you're good. Now, people say, well, spouses are employed. I have a business, me and my wife, we own a tutoring business. They're 2 employees. How can we get into the solo? Under ERISA, a spouse is not an employee. And ERISA is important because ERISA is a body of law developed by Congress and Department of Labor to really add some regulation to 401k plans for employees. They want to protect employees from the highly compensated executives, make sure they're getting their fair share of benefits. So there's a lot of testing, ADP, ACP, even safe harbor testing that will put a burden and cost on businesses who offer a 401k plan to their employees. So with a solo K, the idea is, hey, if it's just you and a spouse or you and another owner, we don't really need the Department of Labor involved because there's no risk of negatively impacting employees since you can really take care of yourself. So the solo K is great because of all the benefits I mentioned, the high contributions, 55 and 61,000 in 2018 if you're over 50, a loan feature, pre-tax Roth option, the ability to do alternative and traditional investments, the ability to get around ERISA, not have to do ADP or ACP. You can do profit sharing, after-tax, Roth, pre-tax. Great, amazing plan. You can do it through a local bank alternative or for alternative assets or a financial institution like Schwab, but you need to meet the eligibility requirements. No full-time employees, and it needs to be a business. So again, business could be an LLC Corp, C Corp, S Corp, partnership. It's not important the type of entity, it's more the activities. It needs to rise to a trade or business. In the real estate context, if there's questions and there's a gray area, call us. We have a lot of experience in this area. We'll help you out if you want to get into the solo, let you know if it's possible. No full-time employees, spouses don't count, under 1,000 hours don't count, people outside the US don't count, under 21 years old don't count. If you have owner only, so you have 5, 6, 7 partners with no employees, and only one of the partners is an employee, they got to own more than 10% of the business to get into the solo K. I've seen documents for 5%, but just something to keep in mind. And then you can get into the solo K. Super easy to establish. We would help you establish it. Docs are really easy. You can open it at most banks. You get an IRS opinion letter, so you know it's pre-approved. And then you can take advantage of all the benefits a solo K has to offer. Please call us if you want to discuss further. We'd love to hear from you. 800-472-0646, 800-472-0646. Email me anytime, AdamB, A-D-A-M-B as in Bergman, AdamB@irafinancialgroup.com. Thanks for watching, and until next time.